Arsenal through to the quarterfinals of the EFL Cup. Very, very happy about that. Unfortunately, I'm not at the game today because this wedding that I'm at is going on and on and on. It's one of those things about being Asian. I don't know why weddings take a week, but hey. Anyway, Arsenal did the business today. Obviously caught the game. But what can I say, man? Just the lineup was an interesting one. I do like the fact that Mikel Arteta chose a strong lineup. He's clearly taken the competition seriously, which I like, because the way our season's going and the fact we don't have any European competition, there's no excuse not to really, really go for this competition. It's an opportunity to win a trophy, and we have to try and win a trophy. You know, there's some really, really strong teams that we're going to have to beat to win this and the FA Cup. So we need to double up on the chances of ending this season with a trophy. And this is the most realistic one. Even if we do win this, it's not going to be a successful season if we finish, outside of the top four and only win this. But it's better than nothing. So I have to give my compliments to Mikel Arteta on the fact that he is taking it seriously enough and he finds the right balance. Because I'd be really, really annoyed if he did what he did last year in the FA Cup, where I almost feel like he voluntarily exited the competition by playing like a really weak team. Unfortunately, Chelsea won on penalties. I was really hoping that, a team that would be, a tough test would get knocked out on pens when it went to pens in that game. So look, quarterfinals now, we are going to have to win this trophy, play a big team and win. But, the form that we're on right now, what is it, 7 games unbeaten or something? I lost track. Yeah, not every result in that run has been what we wanted, but we're a team that are actually, on a decent run now. We're continually making sure that we're not losing and we're getting good wins and some good performances in amongst that run as well. So Arteta really has turned it around for himself and has definitely made himself breathe a little bit easier. I don't think anyone would turn around and say, overall, it's been good enough. You look at our league position, obviously it's still not good enough, and some of our performances and results in the league this year, but he's definitely showing signs of kind of a renaissance or something. And long may it continue. I just think it doesn't matter what you've said about him in the past, if you've said that he's not the man or whatever, it doesn't matter. You should always want him to prove you wrong if what you thought was going to happen isn't for the best of Arsenal Football Club. And the best thing for Arsenal Football Club is winning games, winning trophies. So look, long may it continue. Today I thought the performance was really, really good off the ball. I think that's where Leeds' strengths are. They are just so intense the way they play, their pressing, the pressure that they put on you is really, really intense. And I really feel like Arsenal matched that. We almost kind of said to Leeds that, no, you're not going to be able to do that to us. You're not going to win the game by doing that. And yeah, I thought we dealt with it really well. We matched them. We went toe-to-toe with them in that off-the-ball battle of intensity. But on the ball, I was just frustrated with Arsenal today because very often there were moments where the wrong decision was taken, times where the right decision was taken, the pass wasn't played well, nowhere near well enough. The Pepe pass to Smith Rowe comes to mind. It was quite frustrating. I just felt like there just wasn't that quality that we needed. And, against a team like Leeds, yeah, you might be able to get away with it. But when I'm talking about playing the bigger teams to win this competition, there were so many attacking moments in that game where we should have had more end product. And when you are playing the tougher teams, those attacking moments won't come round as often. So you can't, be content with maybe creating 3 chances out of 10 with that leads to a shot on goal. It needs to be a much better return than that. And yeah, today I was just very frustrated with our lack of quality with the ball in the final third. Saying that, did the business, and it's a sign of a good team. I don't think Arsenal played very well today, but it's a sign of a good team. And you'd expect Arsenal to win, given that we're at home and, we should be beating Leeds. But let's not forget, Kolasinac, Chambers, these are people that haven't played in God knows how long. I can't even remember. Or maybe the last Carabao Cup round. So all things considered, I think Arteta got the balance bang on, and the players that came in did a really good job. Really, really happy for Chambers. One thing I absolutely loved was the celebration when he got his goal. Obviously, he'd been on the pitch for about 23 seconds and scored with, I can't even remember if it was his first touch. Must have been. But Yeah, brilliant. Lovely reaction. Arteta over the moon for him. Lacazette, Ramsdale, all of them just buzzing for him. You know, it makes me think he must be a very popular guy in the dressing room. The way they all reacted. They were, you know, go and look at that replay of that celebration. They were all absolutely buzzing for him. And Nketiah, I thought, took his goal. Well, actually, I won't say he took his goal very well, because actually he almost kind of scuffed the finish. But the build up to his goal, for me, is the definition of the saying, you make your own luck. I thought he did so well to get himself in the position 1 yard away from goal. And when you do all of that work, when you kind of get yourself 1 yard away from goal, then the margin for error is huge, because it doesn't matter what it comes off, you know. And so for me, I will give him all the credit for that goal. I don't care that he kind of maybe came off his shin or whatever for the finish. When you go and do what he did, he was very alive to the opportunity to steal the ball. I thought he did brilliantly to nick it over Meslier, and then the touch was very composed, very cool. All of that means that he deserved to get that goal and to have that bit of luck. So very happy for him. I guess on the downside, I'd say Ben White's injury. That's very frustrating. I hope it's precautionary. We need him, you know, to be him in that partnership with Gabriel. I think that's so important to Arsenal, to name a consistent back five, or even if, you know, like Tierney was not in the squad for the last game, but to keep as many of that back five playing consistently is very, very important. I think that's been a big part of the run that we're on. And the other two slight things that I guess weren't great today, one is Martinelli and the other one is Pepe. You know, in a game like this, these two people have come in and they're not getting a lot of game time. I really, really wanted them to come in and really show what they can do. And I don't personally think they did enough to say to the manager, I'm undroppable, you know. So I feel like Martinelli, he's got a lot of excuses for me. I've seen some slander on social media, that sort of thing. I'm not going to join in with that, because Martinelli is not getting any game time. You can't expect him to come in, and especially with his style of play. His style of play is not, you know, very easy, pass it backwards, pass it sideways. He's got a very animated style of play. Like, he tries to make things happen. He takes people on. He really plays on the front foot. You need to play yourself into confidence and into form if you're going to play that sort of football. Otherwise, it's very difficult for him to come in and for us to expect him to just hit the ground running straight away and make the difference. I would have expected more of Nicolas Pepe, though, because ultimately he has been getting more game time than Martinelli this season, and I felt like he was a little bit disappointing, you know, typically doing that thing where he holds onto the ball a little bit too long. But anyway, overall, positive night for Arsenal. As long as Ben White is back for the next game, then it's a very, very good night. And let's see who we get in the quarterfinals. And let's try and win this competition. We've only ever won it twice in our entire history. That's a crazy stat to me. In over 130 years, only twice. You look at our success in the FA Cup, and in this, you know, Arsene Wenger just did not care for this competition. Mikel Arteta is Pep Guardiola's disciple, and Guardiola, he's made a monopoly of this competition. So hopefully Arteta can follow suit and add this to our trophy cabinet. And yeah, let's see where we go from there. But anyway, good result for Arsenal. Take care.